Ever wondered what Indian women think about outdoor intimacy? This is the question we're here to explore today. In a country as diverse as India, views on such topics can be as varied as the spices in a biryani. While conversations around outdoor intimacy are often shied away from, it's essential to understand the different perspectives that exist, breaking away from taboos and opening up a world of candid discussions. So buckle up and stay tuned as we delve into the intriguing results of a recent survey. A recent survey sought to understand the preferences of Indian women regarding outdoor intimacy. To gain a comprehensive understanding, the survey was designed meticulously, ensuring that it captured a broad spectrum of women from diverse backgrounds. The survey participants included over 1,000 women hailing from various parts of India. These women, ranging in age from 18 to 45, represented different socio-economic statuses, professions, and educational backgrounds. The survey was conducted online to ensure accessibility and convenience for the participants. It also guaranteed their anonymity, which was of paramount importance. Anonymity was assured to encourage honest and uninhibited responses, as the subject matter could be considered sensitive or even taboo in certain circles of Indian society. The survey questions were designed to be direct yet respectful, aiming to glean insights into the attitudes, behaviors, and preferences of these women regarding outdoor intimacy. The questions covered a range of topics, from their level of comfort discussing the subject to their personal experiences and preferences. To ensure the accuracy of the data collected, the survey was conducted over a period of 2 months. This duration allowed for a more significant number of responses and gave the participants ample time to reflect on their answers. In terms of demographic details, the survey sought to capture as diverse a sample as possible. This diversity was not only about age, profession, or socioeconomic status, but also about marital status, sexual orientation, and cultural background. The aim was to present a holistic picture that reflects the complexity and diversity of Indian women's preferences and experiences. Before we delve into the results, it's worth noting that the survey's findings are not representative of all Indian women. They provide a snapshot and insight into the preferences of the women who participated in the survey. With this understanding, let's remember to approach the results with an open mind and respect for the individual choices and preferences of these women. Now let's dive into the results of the survey. The results of the survey were quite intriguing. As we delved into the data, we began to see a pattern emerge. Of the women surveyed, approximately 3 out of every 5 expressed a preference for outdoor intimacy. That's right, around 60% of the respondents indicated that they enjoyed the thrill and novelty that comes with being in the great outdoors. On the other hand, the remaining 40% preferred the comfort and security of being indoors. Their reasons varied, but the most common ones revolved around concerns for privacy, comfort, and safety. A significant number also mentioned the unpredictability of outdoor environments, such as weather changes and the presence of insects, as factors that deterred them from outdoor intimacy. Now let's delve a bit deeper into the reasons given by the women who preferred outdoor intimacy. Many of them mentioned the thrill of the unknown and the excitement of potentially being caught. They found this element of risk added a certain spice to their intimate moments. Others mentioned the connection with nature, the feeling of the wind on their skin, the sounds of the outdoors, and the starry sky above as reasons for their preference. Interestingly, the age of the respondents also seemed to play a role in their preferences. The younger respondents, those in their 20s and early 30s, showed a higher inclination towards outdoor intimacy compared to their older counterparts. This could possibly be attributed to a greater sense of adventure and willingness to experiment among the younger demographic. Another point to note is the influence of cultural and societal norms. While some women expressed that they felt liberated by defying societal expectations, others mentioned that they felt constrained by the same norms. In summary, the survey results paint a picture of diverse preferences among Indian women when it comes to the choice of setting for intimacy. The reasons for these preferences are deeply personal and influenced by a myriad of factors including age, personal comfort, thrill-seeking tendencies, and societal norms. These results provide a fascinating insight into the preferences of Indian women. The survey results need to be understood within the cultural context of India. India's cultural context is a rich tapestry woven with countless threads of tradition, religion, and societal norms. These elements often play a significant role in shaping the preferences and choices of Indian women. When it comes to discussing intimate topics such as sexual preferences, this cultural context becomes even more important. India is a country where tradition and modernity coexist, and this is reflected in the attitudes of its people. The traditional values of modesty and discretion, deeply embedded in Indian society, may influence the preferences of women when it comes to intimate matters. It's not uncommon in India for topics related to sex to be considered taboo, often discussed only in hushed tones. This societal expectation of discretion could potentially impact the preferences of women, making them more inclined towards privacy. Additionally, the concept of public and private spaces in India is firmly entrenched. Public spaces are often seen as communal areas where a certain level of decorum and respect is expected. This cultural norm may influence the preference of Indian women towards more private settings for intimate encounters. Religion also plays a crucial role in shaping societal norms and individual preferences in India. With a majority of the population practicing Hinduism, the teachings of this religion, which often emphasize modesty and purity, may have an impact on the way women view their sexual preferences. However, it's important to note that modern Indian society is changing. With increased exposure to global cultures and trends, and a growing emphasis on individual freedom and choice, the preferences of Indian women are evolving. The younger generation, in particular, is more open to discussing intimate topics and exploring their preferences outside of societal norms. So while tradition, societal expectations, and religion may influence the preferences of Indian women, it's also evident that these preferences are not set in stone. They are fluid and changing, just like the society they spring from. The cultural context plays a significant role in shaping preferences. So, what does this all mean for understanding the preferences of Indian women? Well, let's circle back to the key points we've explored today. We started with a survey, hearing the voices of numerous Indian women on their preferences regarding outdoor intimacy. We discovered that there's indeed a certain percentage of women who expressed an inclination towards this. But it's important not to lose sight of the bigger picture here. Preferences are deeply personal, shaped by an individual's experiences, values, and comfort zones. Just as some women prefer the thrill and novelty of the outdoors, others might find comfort and security within the four walls of a home. Both are equally valid and deserve respect. Then we dove into the cultural context, understanding how societal norms, traditions, and perceptions can influence these choices. We discussed how cultural narratives can sometimes create pressure or stigma around certain preferences. But remember, the heart of any healthy relationship is openness, understanding, and respect for each other's choices. In conclusion, while our survey did reveal that some Indian women like outdoor intimacy, it's crucial to remember that these findings don't define every Indian woman's preference. It merely highlights the diversity of preferences that exists out there. Remember, the most important thing in any relationship is mutual consent and respect for each other's preferences. So let's continue to foster an environment where everyone feels comfortable expressing their preferences without judgment or fear. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the importance of such discussions. In a world where every individual has their unique preferences and comfort zones, it is crucial to foster open and honest dialogues about intimacy. This is particularly significant in societies where such conversations are often swept under the carpet, considered taboo, or met with blushing cheeks and awkward silences. A culture of silence can lead to misconceptions, misunderstandings, and even discomfort. It is only through frank and respectful discussions that we can dispel myths, break down stereotypes, and create a safe and comfortable space for everyone. This conversation is not just about whether Indian girls like outdoor intimacy. It's about understanding that every individual, regardless of their cultural background or geographical location, has their own preferences and comfort zones when it comes to intimacy. It's about accepting that these preferences can vary widely, and that's perfectly okay. It's crucial to respect these individual differences. Just as we respect a person's choice of food, music, or fashion, we must respect their preferences when it comes to intimacy. No preference is weird or wrong as long as it is consensual and within the boundaries of the law. This respect is only possible through open communication. It's essential to have these discussions with your partner to understand their comfort zones, their likes and dislikes. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding. It's about making sure both parties feel comfortable and respected. In conclusion, let's not shy away from such discussions. Let's encourage open dialogues about intimacy, not just within our relationships, but also in our societies. Let's challenge the taboos and break the silence. Let's strive for a world where everyone feels safe and comfortable discussing their preferences, where everyone's choices are respected. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening discussion. Remember, open communication is the key to understanding and respecting each other's preferences.